So today we're going to be taking a look at a watch from Seiko with one of the most beautiful green dials I have ever seen, the limited edition SBDC059. Alright, so first of all, big thanks to my good friend Chris for lending the watch into the channel. He actually just lent me a couple of watches, so we have another one coming up very soon, but it's really appreciated. I have a few different watches on the way from different companies and some straps, that sort of thing for reviews, and shipping is very slow, so it's great that Chris is helping the channel out in this way, giving us something to look at and have a little bit of fun together with, so I really appreciate that. If you happen to be on Instagram, give him a follow at Seikoholic7. He's got one of the best Seiko collections out there. I'm really glad that I finally was able to get one of these in and get a little bit of wrist time with it, especially this particular variation of the watch. It's been excellent to wear. So let's get in for a closer look at the Seiko. So Seiko lately has been known to release some limited editions that are not so limited. I've had a couple myself that were limited to only 5,000 pieces, and that's really not very limited at all. But the SBDC059 is a bit more of a treasure in that regard, with only 1,000 pieces being released. This came out a couple years ago now, so we're a little bit late to the party, but I do see a few of these available still on eBay, both new and used, ranging in price from about $11.50 US used to around $1,600 new. You're definitely paying a bit of a premium for it, but it has a premium feel to it that comes with that price tag. Before we get into the beautiful dial of this watch, and it is absolutely stunning in person, I just want to hit you guys with the numbers. The watch comes in at a case width of 42.6 millimeters, lug to lug 49.7. The lug opening is 20 millimeters and the thickness is 13.8 millimeters. Although the way the case is designed, it feels more slender than that on wrist. The water resist is 200 meters and the watch runs on the 23 joule 6R15 movement with a 50-hour power reserve. Crystal on the watch is a slightly domed anti-reflective sapphire. Now, although the watch is in the family of reissues of the famous OG Seiko diver, and it does have the vintage vibes with the design, this colorway, though, really gives it a more modern feel. Kind of a nice contrast between vintage and modern. The dial is an emerald tone. It is gorgeous in person, and hopefully that comes through on camera here, too. It has a beautiful shimmer to it with that sunburst effect. The markers and handset are gold, and the gold against the green just works so good. I like that they went with the black bezel insert versus green too. I just find it helps highlight that dial. This won't be a surprise, but the lume is excellent. Everything we'd expect from a Seiko diver. So in terms of legibility, you're good to go in all lighting situations. The bezel is using a ceramic insert, a black ceramic insert. It's a 120 click bezel. It has the Seiko feel, but I'd say a refined version of it, if that makes any sense. Everything from the hour markers to the chapter ring to the bezel are lining up. And again, I really like how the black contrasts against the green dial. Unfortunately, I don't have the bracelet here to show you guys. It looks nice from pictures I've seen, but I can't really comment on it. Chris has it paired on this strap from Hirsch, which is a cool combination for the watch. The case and bracelet are using Seiko's Dia Shield coating. The finish work is very well done, and if you just look at that side profile, it's just beautiful how they go from the brushed to polished surfaces. Love the lines of that profile. We also have drilled lugs here. This style is definitely very easy on the eyes, at least to me. No problems when it comes to gripping the crown. It's a good size. Winding action is very smooth. And we find the threads easily when screwing it back in. On wrist, I'd say, especially if you're looking straight on, this one wears every bit its case width. Some Seiko divers tend to wear a little bit smaller, but I find this one is more true to the case width. It fits the wrist so well, though, that it seems to have a lower side profile than the thickness would suggest. Not that it's overly thick to begin with, and it does easily fit under the cuff of a shirt. If you're in the market for a good summer diver, I think this one will be a lot of fun on a nice sunny day. I know I've really enjoyed the watch, so just a quick look today. Thanks again to Chris for lending this in. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Be safe out there, and we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.